People, Deluded, I'm back again. I hope you're all doing well and safe. Yeah, obviously the Premier League's done, so I thought I'd review specific to the Premier League action what I make of all our players, or our players' form over the 38 games. Again, specifically the 38 game period. Now, I'm going to do this again. I'm trying to aim for every player. Obviously, at this moment, not every player is going to be looked at, but I thought it's decent. You know, I like to look back at things, and I feel let's start with Martinez because he's probably the easiest. I think if I had to give him a grade out of 10, I'd give him 10 out of 10. You know, I don't think, you know, there's obviously been times he probably could have done better, but he's been a revelation since he's came in. On the grand scheme of things, hasn't been involved for a while, and, you know, he's benefited, like with Saka, like with Martinez to a degree. Like with Martinelli, there's no expectation on them. They've come in and they can only players. People didn't think much, either not knowing or just not rating them, and they've come and they've shown something. I think that's the one bright spot. Martinez has shown he can be a first choice keeper or fight Leno. Saka's emerged as a first team option, as has Martinelli and a couple of other things. Even Eddie, people have emerged that can be squad players and used within the squad over a period of time. And Martinez is one of them. What I like about Martinez, when he was getting his chances in Europa League, I think his ball playing was quite poor. Now, I don't know if it's been as a result of what Arteta and Emre have been demanding of the keepers with playing out from the back. I don't know if it's our new goalkeeping coach. I don't know if it's Martinez always had it. I don't know if it's Martinez improved it. But his distribution, you know, one thing I like about him, he tries to find a Bamian on a quick thing here and there. He always tries to play positive. There has been some quite heart-in-mouth moments, but I think his distribution has been good. I think one thing he has over, I think Leno's the better keeper, but I think one thing I like about him is he looks more short. He's more my sort of keeper. He's not really, he gets off his line well, which he has done, but he's not really a sweeper keeper. He's not really itching to come off his line. Leno is a bit giddy, innit? And I think he looks slightly better than Leno collecting his crosses. He's a slightly better calming influence as well. And similar to Leno, there's been numerous times whether we've conceded or not, you know, he's made a number of bad boy saves that has saved us. And it's going to be a difficult one what happens with Martinez, because as fans and as a manager, you know, you've got two players fighting for one spot. That's always a good thing because of the averages, two quality keepers. Does Martinez want to go back to being number two? I doubt it. Does Leno want to go back to being number two? I doubt it, having just basically signed for the club for the last couple of years. I strongly doubt it, people. Apologise for hitting the screen. So maybe there's a case to be had. You know, Martinez is contracted until 2022 and at the very least stays another year. But, you know, you'd imagine, I look at someone like Pickford. Pickford went for 30 million. Martinez is a better keeper than him, or at least he's playing like it. Can we go and grab that for him? Obviously, we'd have to go and look at another keeper, and we've previously looked at keepers because you've seen Martinez apparently has made us not need a backup keeper. Apparently, Martinez was on leaving, or we're going to get rid. So for Martinez, I don't know. Once you get a taste and something he's been working for 9 to 10 years, would you want to be on the bench again? That's a case for him to answer, and only time will tell. But in relation to his Premier League action, I think he's done well this season, man. I think Martinez is a 10 out of 10 for him, to be honest. I know he hasn't played that much, but I think he's done everything I've asked of him, people. So I think he's been near and not perfect, but basically perfect when he's been in, people. So on that note, people, DG, I'm out. In fact, you know what? We might as well speak about Leno as well. I'll give Leno a 10 as well, because I give Leno a 9. I give Leno a 9 purely because he's played more football and he has been a part of the nonsense. And I have seen him make a couple mistakes. You know, you look at the shots faced on our goal. Leno is up there for shots saved, great, but lack of clean sheets. That's not down to him. The defenders have been poor. There's been numerous times Leno hasn't deserved to not walk away with a clean sheet. And it's happened. And I think Leno's been cool this season. I think it's a 9 out of 10. I feel with Leno, his distribution slightly improved. He's looking a bit more calmer. I do think because of how he plays, he's got a clanger in him. But I'm impressed with our goalies. I don't think, if I'm looking at this side and looking at performance, I think you can move with these goalies. I think if you put a decent defence in front of them, I don't think you need a world-class goalie. Like, look at Alisson and Edison. Them and they are sick. They make the difference. You know, especially with Edison, he's more or less another creator for them. But I think you don't need that, you know. I think I think Martinez and I think Leno, they're good enough keepers if you give them a stable back five to work with, well, including them, if they make them work in a decent defensive system. So I give Leno a 9 because he's played more games and he was part of this thing. You know, our bed was already made before Martinez got a chance in the first team, really. So I give Martinez a 10. In fact, I give him a 9 as well because I'm having flashbacks of a couple mistakes Martinez made. So I give them both 9s. Both our keepers 9s. They've both done well respectively, you know. It's sad for Leno's injury, but Martinez proved he could step up. So I give both our keepers 9 out of 10s for this performances over the Premier League 38 game period. For now though, DG I'm out.